In the aftermath of World War II, Senator William Fulbright had the vision for a new academic exchange program. He proposed to send young scholars abroad, aiming to promote peace through mutual understanding. The German-American Fulbright Program was established in 1952. 1 year later, some 200 American students, teachers, and researchers arrived in Germany, while a comparable group of German participants traveled to the United States. To extend the benefits of the Fulbright experience beyond the period of their actual academic exchange, former Fulbright scholars founded the German Fulbright Alumni Association in 1986. The association is active in organizing national events and also in regional chapters throughout Germany. While it's important to remember the past, what does America think about the current and future role of exchange programs? Let's ask the U.S. Ambassador to Germany, the Honorable Philip Murphy. We're standing here in Pariser Platz, right next to the Brandenburg Gate, and this is where the Berlin Wall stood for many, many years. The wall's been gone now for over 20 years and the Cold War is over. What makes exchange programs like the Fulbright program still relevant in this day and age?
They're more important, interestingly enough. And the reason is, before the wall fell, the very bad news was we had a wall separating Berlin, Germany, and Europe. That was the overwhelming challenge and bad news. The silver lining, or the paradox, if you will, was that we were drenched in each other's cultures. We had dozens of America houses, hundreds of thousands of troops here, reading rooms. We were living with each other, growing up with each other, particularly in Germany. And the walls come down, Gott sei Dank, without a shot being fired. That's the overwhelming, one of the great developments in modern history. But the fact is we have no more America houses. We have no more Berlin Brigade, to pick on this great city. There are so many examples where we've now focused together, I might add, as close a relationship with Germany as perhaps we've ever had, but focused on challenges elsewhere. So I think the exchange programs, and the Fulbright program in particular, are even more important today than they were before the wall fell.
What would be a benefit for participating in the Fulbright exchange program?
It changes everyone's lives for the better. It gives you a better global perspective. It gives you certainly a better understanding of the country in which you're spending your year, but it also gives you a better perspective. It puts your home country into perspective in a way that I think is quite unique. So I'm a gushing, unabashed fan.
If you had the chance to talk to, let's say, Congress or even the President of the United States, what would you tell them in a few words? Why is it so important to continue funding and supporting the Fulbright exchange program?
My best argument would be harken back to Senator William Fulbright and basically say, listen, particularly in times of challenge, and we have challenges at the moment, let there be no doubt, the best way to knit the world together is through exchange programs. Particularly folks who are as talented as these folks are, they had that experience, they come back, and it changes their life forever. They have a perspective, they have an experience that has altered their own personal trajectory, and I would suggest it alters our collective trajectory, all for the better.
What do you think is the importance of joining the Fulbright Alumni Association?
It's a club that any of us would die to be a part of. The extraordinary talent, the extraordinary commonality and shared experiences. It's the ultimate 1 + 1 = 3 result. You join that alumni group and you're just, again, drenched with talent and common experiences, and yet at the same time an incredible diversity. Today's Fulbrighters are enriched by that alumni community, but I think the individuals in the alumni group are also enriched by their association with each other.
Ambassador Murphy, thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.